Good day, my name is Jonas. I'm an overseas Filipino worker. I'm a nurse. I'm an advocate of Choose Life Project, and welcome to Jonas DuPodcast for our series book of the day. And the next book that we're gonna feature for this podcast is called The Greatness Guide by Robin Sharma. Robin Sharma is one of the world's top success coaches, and actually he authored the famous books The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So for now, I'm gonna introduce to you the book, The Greatness Guide. It has actually 101 guides that we can use for a reflection, that we can use also every day of our lives. So it talks about success, it talks about how to achieve our goals, how to become the best in our workplaces, how to improve our relationships, how to increase the dreams that we put into our minds, and also how we become good person. Okay, so I will share to you three greatness guide. The first one is called Nothing Fails Like Success. Nothing fails like success means when the organization or when you become successful, you think you are already successful, you achieve so many things. This is actually a vulnerable time for you to become, because it actually, success actually breeds complacency. Success breeds inefficiency. Success also breeds arrogance. So for that, if you are successful, never ever forget the processes or the steps how you achieve, how you reach the mountain top. So it's very important to consider what are the best practices you had before reaching or before having the things that you have now. So it's very important. See, sometimes we become complacent. If we become successful, we achieve so many things, we already stop growing, we stop stretching, we stop reading books, we stop listening to audio, we stop asking advice from other people because we think that we are already successful and we already know a lot of things, or we already know many things. Example for this, if I want to learn something, most of the time I read books, and after sometimes I realize that I want to read more. The fact that I'm learning so many things, the fact that I'm gaining so many wisdom gives me a motivation and inspiration to read more, to investigate more, to understand more. So it's very important to always remember to nothing fails like success. And the next great lesson for this is called burning our boats. So there's a story about Hernando Cortez. Hernando Cortez is an Spaniard who conquered Mexico in year 1519. In year 1519, they went to Mexico, tried to conquer that country, and then when they arrived in the beach, he advised one of his lieutenants to burn their boats. It says, because see, they already saw what will be their future. There is a severe aggressive enemy, there is a possibility of brutal diseases, also there is a scarce resources. But he instructed the one of his lieutenants to burn all their boats, which means there is no turning back. They can no longer back down, they can no longer revert, they can no longer retreat. It happens in our lives as well. If we pursue something, if you want something, and we already experience failure, we experience difficult circumstances, we revert. We have so many goals and ambitions, we have big dreams, but when we see that we are sometimes failing, sometimes it's difficult, we have no results, nothing, we revert, we retreat, and we stop dreaming, we stop chasing our dreams because of failures. So with this character, that it's burning the boats means they can no longer go back to Spain. So in our lives as well, we can say that it's either do or die. It's either you sink or you swim. It's either you improve yourself or you go back to the things that you know before, to the same old habits that did not bring you anywhere. Okay? So for this, there's another nice thoughts that we can find in this greatness guide. It's called, the title of this guide is, it's called Drink Coffee with Gandhi, with Mahatma Gandhi. So it says here, Robin Sharma learned from his father that reading is the best discipline, because it allows you to stay on the game and to be at your highest potential. reading is very important. Why? Because many successful people, self-made millionaire, have written down their stories, have written down their strategies. What are the things that they actually applied? What are the actions? What are their thoughts? What are their attitude towards life? That's why they became successful. And they've written down everything in their books. And you know what's not so good? No one is reading them. They have the most successful, like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. You can, if you are reading book, example now I will read this book, Robin Sharma. It's like I'm having coffee with Robin Sharma. If I read the book of Steve Jobs, it's like I'm having coffee with Steve Jobs. I'm reading about the life of Bill Gates or Nelson Mandela. It's like I'm having coffee with Nelson Mandela or with Bill Gates. And for this also it says, we can cut back from our expenses, like for food, for watching the movies, and also we can cut back from our rent, but never cut back with our budget for buying books, especially good books, especially inspirational books. And the last one is, there's a very powerful thoughts here by Robin Sharma. It says, knowing how to read and not reading is same as not knowing how to read. A very powerful thought. I hope that during our spare time or within our 24 hours, we can look for we can choose for a certain time when we can read at least 10 pages. We can read at least 5 pages or 1 chapter, and then we can write it in our journal, and then we will reflect on that and we'll apply it to our lives. Surely I can assure you that there will be massive changes. There will be transformation from your old self to your new self. So that's all. It's a very great book. I actually recommend it for you, The Greatness Guide by Robin Sharma. And again, once again, thank you so much for watching this podcast. Thank you so much also for the support. And I'm encouraging everyone to like our Facebook page. I'm also encouraging everyone to subscribe with our YouTube channel, and if you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to write it down. So I'm really praying, I'm really looking forward that you will chase your dreams, that you will also become successful, so that in the end, you can also share it to other people. I hope that today, the starts of your journey towards becoming a great individual. God bless you, and I will always pray for you. Take care.